Morning class, this is Mr. DeVoe-Peterson. This is Computer Concepts CIT 15, the online class. So I wanted to record a quick video for you for week 2. Some of you have gotten started on this, which is great. I've given you an announcement up here for week 2, but just to kind of review resources for you at the top, some getting started. Make sure you watch these videos to help explain things, how to do, tour of the hands-on tests, tour of the trainings and assessments. Week 1 was just getting you registered in my IT lab, which is pretty simple. And some of you already got started in Windows 10, which is great during week 2. But let's do in week 1. So here on Canvas, this is the week 2 module. You've got a narrated PowerPoint study guide. Study guide are the quiz questions I can ask you. Now, the answers aren't there. They're for you to look up. I get asked this, if I give you the answers, then I can't use those same quiz questions, can I? So at least I gave you the questions. You know what you can be asked. And I'm only going to ask you 25 questions out of the bank of 50 some odd questions. So go through them, glance at them. As you go into the ebook, you'll see that, terms are highlighted, and those are usually answers to quiz questions, and I'll jump in that in a minute. So this is the content on Canvas, and right into here, right, this little heading, mytlab.com, this is the mytlab content. That's what this is right here. So you're to read chapter 1 and take an action, right? And you're to do the Windows 10 training and assessment. So let's look at the book. Let's start there first. So let me go into it. Let me click on it. And I'm already logged in my TLab, so it did not ask me to log in. But if it would have, I'd log in, and I'd make sure I go to the top right to my textbooks. And here it is, take an action. I'm going to open up the book. Chapter 1 is kind of a survey chapter to give you introduced to computers and concepts and how it works. Now, I know I'm in chapter 1, but I can come here to the table of contents and look down here in part 1. And I think I might have pointed this out already, but as you go through this, I'll see some highlighted terms. So social media. Now, AI is being used in this module, and it used to pop up a screen here. Now it jumps over here into the AI tool, and it's going to show me some information about social media and what it is. And if I want, I can click on this and get more information. So this is kind of critical. So now that we've seen that, I'm going to jump through here, bot accounts and so forth. This is the book. I wanted you to see it, read it, go through it. There are quiz questions, and I'll just remind you of that here. Some concepts you need to know about taking on global problems, some of the issues, the technology used to find out more about it. It's not hard reading. It's just kind of an overview. Cognitive surplus is the term, and we'll click on it. And I think I've did it before in week 1, but it shows you what it is. It's right here. You can say, tell me more. Give me more information. It's working on it. It's going to expand this part right here, and it's going to, as it thinks, it's going to give me more content on cognitive surplus, what it means. And it's going to continue generating this content. So it's going to explain it right here following the term, but you can do a deeper dive in it here. And I want to get to the part where there's a quiz in chapter 1. Avoiding online annoyances, use the web wisely. Some really common sense concept. These questions are not required. I don't count them, but students are doing it to see if they understood what they just read. So you feel free to use it. That's what that's for. So I want to make sure you knew that. So coming back here, let me jump back with this link here. That was chapter 1. Go through it. This is week 2, and that's what you're supposed to do. You have it to the 23rd, 9 p.m., which is Saturday. And this is my IT lab. This is Windows 10 training. So in it, I thought I signed in. Perhaps I didn't. Let me get in again. Okay, so I'm in my IT lab. Oh, I know I had a link open. I didn't use it. This is the first screen, right? And this is the class. So you'll see that. You'll click on a link. You're going to get a list of assignments. Week 1 was just getting set up in my IT lab. Week 2 is right here. There's trainings and assessment. And one of the videos that I asked you to watch for week 1 walks you through this and shows you these are the skills you're going to learn. In Windows 10, there's like 20 some odd. It shows 19. I think there's more steps than that. I'm going to go ahead and launch it. And I'm going to get this to fit in the window if I can. And it didn't quite fit. Hold on. Let me work on this. Let me get this to fit. I didn't size it. Okay, so you can see a little longer. Give me a second. Let me get it to fit in the recording screen. Okay, so you can see it, the save, the reset, the view all. What we're not seeing here, drop it down a little more. We need to, um, I don't know that I saved the recording. If I can shove it up higher. Down here is a link for learning aids, which is not shown on my screen. And that'll walk you through how to do that. I've got a wider aspect ratio screen than it is tall. So therefore my instructions are showing up on the right. It's possible yours will show up on the bottom if it's more square than it is rectangular. These are the steps. It tells you what to do. And this is what you're going to key in right here. The password, mytlab1234. You're going to continue through this, and once you complete a task, it'll advance to the next one. There's 26 here. I can view my tasks and see all of them here. There are 26 total. Once you're done, you're going to submit it for a grade. If you don't have time to submit it, you're going to save for later. So in the training are learning aids, right? So it's really key to know that. I'm going to submit it. And yes, I know I just failed it because I didn't do any of the work. And it's going to show me my grade right away. Then I'm going to go to my assignments. I'm going to come here and I'm going to do the Windows 10 assessment. And I'm going to jump in here and just show you that, remember the first task was my IT Lab 1234, right? Signing into Windows, that's what it was. This is very similar. I'm going to move the screen over to the right and resize it. You're going to want to maximize the screen, but I did not maximize my record window, so it's not there. There are no learning aids here in the assessment. There are just going through the assignments. And notice instead of what you used in the training, a password of my IT Lab 1234, here it's student 1234. So the idea is you're going to do the same kind of task in the assessment, but just a little different. You've already learned how to do it in the training. In the training, you have learning aids to walk you through it. So you'll complete that, and then you go through and do the assessment. Even though you get a grade for both training and assessment, I only count your assessment grade. So in the course of doing this assessment, if you get stuck on a task, I'm going to jump in here and just jump ahead here. I'm going to launch this one, all right? Let's say you don't remember how to do this, right? Oh, wow, minimize the calculator window. Well, I would know it's that, but well, I'll just do it. I'll jump to the next one. Maximize the WordPad window. Well, that would be that. If you did know how to do this, if it was more complex than this, you would save in the assessment and you would go back and launch your training and relearn that task. This is task 7 of 26. It'll be 7 of 26 of the training, and you'll go back and do that. So anyway, I'll submit it. That's what you have. Yes, I know I just failed that task. Yes, submit my grade. Yes, I know I'm going to get a bad grade. You will get a good grade, of course. You'll see the grade. You just saw I had a 0 on there. That's what's due. Windows 10 training and assessment. By when? Saturday night at 9 o'clock. So get started early. Make sure you have time to do that. If you get stuck doing this, right, for some reason you have maybe block-ups going on your browser, you should be using Google Chrome for your browser. If you get stuck, I'm going to go back to the syllabus and I'm going to redirect you to where your help is. My IT Lab Tech Support. You're going to go here because maybe your browser isn't set right. Maybe it's blocking pop-ups, which you saw Windows pop up in my video. Make sure you get that done before, start it before Saturday, so there's no surprises, right? And I think that's it. I'm going to stop now, and if you have questions, send me.